assuming it was some sort of issue involving the orcs. I don't know if they're trying to play some sort of prank or not, but that's not normally like them.
I would like to turn towards you and say, that sounds like worth an investigation on its own.
Yeah.
Do you know where the creature has appeared in the past?
I wish I had my particular map, but he would hand you a map of the surrounding area and like pinpoint it, so now you know there will be no trouble once you head out for that.
Alright. Well, I'll take my leave, and I'll be heading to the Jade Shark just to check in.
Before I leave, I say, thanks for helping us there once again. I'll see you around, and I'll stop by the magic shop. Yeah.
Try to keep track of everyone. So, magic shop, you. Let's talk about what's in the Jade Shark. The Jade Shark is open, and they're talking about like vases and fancy chairs, and maybe some actual like noble clothes and rings and jewelry. Seems to be a small man that seems to be more of the build of older Asian, as how we would look, but it's different here. Named Leo. And he may also have particular magic items in his shop, just because they are fancy.
So he's a rich guy.
Oh yes.
I feel very out of place in the likes of this kind of area.
And I feel like bars should be welcoming.
Huh?
I feel like bars should be welcoming.
This isn't a bar.
Oh.
This isn't a bar.
This isn't the tavern.
Oh, that's...
You haven't went to the tavern yet.
Oh. What is the Jade Shark?
The Jade Shark is like
wealthy,
aristocratic goods and services and
the rich store,
yeah,
basically.
Jade is valuable. He says, "How can I help you?"
Just browsing.
Browsing. Well, if you find anything, I'm sure we can talk. Counting coins.
Can I roll
A stack of platinum coins, which is worth more. 5 of them, and it just stacking.
I see if I can find anything within a 40 gold price range. I know that sounds
go ahead
terrible.
and give me a perception check. If there are perceptions to perceive.
Alright. Let's see. Perception. Oh man. 3 more down. And 11. And let's see.
Proficiency, which is +2 plus whatever, I don't know, intelligence? I don't know.
Plus intelligence.
And
and my intelligence is a 17, which is +3.
So it's like a 5 plus that. You would not find anything under a 40 gold price range. Things would be, anything you would have expected the price to be would be a little inflated here. But you will end up finding uncharacteristically like a stain in the carpet.
Oh. A rich person with a stain.
It's a stain in a white carpet that seems odd, leading to a door.
Oh,
I
fantastic.
don't know, it's dirt, seems brown of some sort.
Could be some other kind
It
of
seems
color.
out of place, like a sore thumb.
I would like to ask the guy and let him and inform him about his wonderful white carpet having an unfortunate stain upon it, and I would be puzzled.
Say, did you wipe off your shoes, sir? Now I'm going to have to go and call the burning guard and have them have one of their wizards go out and do restoration. Thank you.
I fear it was not me, but it seems to be someone probably in the back rooms.
He's going to look at you. Say, please leave before I have you pay for the restoration spell. And they can call the town guard on you.
I'll just leave. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're back at the magic shop and
I tell her right away, do you have any enchanted daggers?
so you finally figured out what you wanted. Yes, I seem to have enchanted daggers, but what enchantment would you want on them?
Like, some kind of spell that would make me invisible while I hold the dagger.
Oh, so you're some sort of stealthy rogue there. Looking
I'm
at
a big
you.
guy. Oh no.
She would actually look at, once she's actually finally looked at you, it's the first time she's finally looked at you and be like, this is some sort of joke.
I would shake my head.
She
no.
would get up and look around you and be like, well, you're not polymorphed. You're not some sort of wizard trying to be funny. You daft. What? A half-orc?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, you've caught my interest.
I can.
Which if you've seen from before is hard.
Yeah. I tell her that I can already transform into other things like spiders and all that. So I.
She's like rolling. She'll grab a book and roll up some stuff and. So you're telling me you're a magic user?
Yes.
An orc magic user?
Yes. Why?
I wouldn't have put that. I wouldn't have expected that. You would take some upstairs, right?
I understand most of my kind can be a little bit more bronze than brains.
So what school of magic do you use? Are you divination? Are you transmutation like your friend was?
I can change. Yeah, transformation.
Not the exact question she's asking, but this will just be even more
Sorry.
confused. Well, did you learn in Verdengard? Are they now
No.
accepting orcs?
Nope. I learned on my own in a church. So.
Sure. You're a paladin? What holy order do you go under that lets you transform? She's sitting there and thinking she's looking through books. Like there's this irony of comparing it being like how we would be like, what class are you? But she's just like, what in the world has this particular innate ability?
Yeah.
It's like, could you take a knife down and be like, here,
How much money is it?
150 gold coins.
150. I don't have exactly enough money right now. I'll come back later.
Okay, if I finally found something you are, you're poor. She would say that not as an insult that like you don't have money, but as a, like finally I can categorize you.
Oh yeah.
She would say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
It's okay, it's okay. It's okay.
You finally made some sense.
Well,
I'd like to check how late in the day it is for
I
this particular
shall say
time.
thank you for showing me that dagger, and I shall leave the store.
A lot of stuff was definitely done and got used up through all this being attacked by the town. It would be around a suitable time to meet back up at, by the way.
I'd say, yeah, let's meet up at the by the way.
Was it by the way, or was it something else? Yeah, it was by the
It
way.
was by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have tons of notes for by the way. Okay, so the owner's named Filbert. He says, thank you very much. I'm going to have to lock you in store for my own safety and for yours. I just want you to spend the night. Say on your completion of this, I will give you 60 gold coins each. He'll let you in. He would say, fine, you good? Need anything?
I say, do you have a pillow? I just need.
I will ask her if there's any particular rooms that are in the store that we need to be aware about.
He says, absolutely. He says, the store is 2 floors. This is the top floor. He says, there's this and the cellar in which I keep my goods.
Sellers
Cellars are never good!
Yeah. They're never good.
Isn't that a line from Tales from D&D at one point? Like, cellars are never a good sign or something like that?
No, maybe.
I feel like that was a line said by Lilwyn or someone when they were in that one town with the undead and people were absolutely destroyed.
So, what was it? They went into the basement and the other side was just like the Shadowfell or something goofy. Yeah. Okay, so he lets you in there, locks it. He says we don't have pillows. That's a jade shark kind of thing. Too fancy for them.
The rich guys only have soft pillows. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. The Egyptians had rocks.
And I would like
they carved rocks. So.
And I would discuss with you, yeah, and apparently jaded sharks really enjoy their stained carpet.
Oh. Okay. So they're defensive about their carpet.
Okay, so you get locked in, and where do you want to begin?
I would like to begin. I want to go straight to the cellar by myself.
All right.
For a little.
And I will take a look down the aisles and stuff and just take a small look around and keep an ear out for anything.
You hear, to describe it, there may be a lamp still lit.
You hear the sound of a lamp?
No, you hear like the lamp swaying and Trace creaking down the steps and then dying.
What?
I'm kidding.
I was like, wait, what?
Oh my.
Hear the sound of a half-orc being chewed to death. No, you hear him creaking down the steps and it seems pretty quiet. Trace goes downstairs and he sees crates.
Crates.
Dark, no light, several hiding spots.
I shall see if I have any, like, light spells or something. Poison spray.
I know I do have my dancing lights.
Can I transform into, like, an animal that has night vision?
Yeah, you could.
What kind of animal do you think?
I'm thinking bat. I'm thinking. What was actually in the back of the monster? There has to be an animal in the monster manual that has night vision or like good night perception, just like.
Cat's
is there?
eye.
Yeah, is there like a cat? Is there a leopard? The funny thing is, I have this entire monster manual. I'm using Appendix 1 because it's all natural animals, and I find them more fascinating to have. And oh. Gee, I wish Shantae was here because I have something planned as an encounter that would totally go into his backstory, but he don't show up.
That's,
I don't think frogs have night vision. Well, actually, shouldn't frogs have night vision? The bat has blind sense about night vision.
blind sense would be the echolocation.
Yeah, it would be echolocation.
I will. It's like I turn in a bat and then I screech and I see a like a shape in my head.
Giant fire beetle.
Oh, if I become a
You could
giant.
become a giant firefly, but like you would have to make an excuse of how you knew that there was. Does hyena? No, hyena does not. Giant toad. Actually, yeah.
Giant toad.
Giant toad has night vision. Well, is it really the best thing if you get jumped by something?
Well, I can
Well,
obviously lick them to death.
But then again, frogs are not known to be very durable.
Yeah, good point.
No, I'm trying to see if that's the only difference between giant frog and giant toad. No, frog has perception. Does have night vision, but giant toad probably has better stats. We're giant rat.
Giant rat? Ooh.
Toad,
What's
rat,
is there like a strength?
giant owl,
Ooh, giant owl. I want to be a giant owl.
giant lizard.
Oh.
I'm trying to see if there's anything that's like obviously better. Giant octopus, but like
I can't really.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like put me in a fish tank, I'll kill him.
Giant octopus. I can slip.
Giant
small gas.
weasel. Just
Weasel?
keep looking for vulture. No. I should have been more perceptive of what's the
Eagle.
giant shark, but it has blind sense.
Is there an eagle or something?
The eagles. There's a hawk, but it has no dark vision.
I feel like a. Nah.
The panther does not have night vision.
What?
Well,
I feel like that should obviously be.
I thought they hunted primarily in the dark. This was why I looked. I was like, where on earth is
Piranha.
Bruh.
Raven does not have night vision, which is, I guess. So, I think some of the strongest stuff that is your option would be
I'm thinking giant owl.
giant owl.
I'm just thinking that because I
Giant toad is a better challenge rating.
What do you mean?
Don't know why. Why would a giant toad be more terrifying than a giant owl?
Okay, then I would become a giant toad.
Oh, that's why its HP is enormous.
Oh yeah.
How much HP do you have right now, Trace?
I have 18 and my max health will be 30.
You over double that at 39 HP.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, so
I'm giant toad, just looking for the dark.
for your future reference, the toad stat block. Yes, for those at home confused, why on earth Trace decided to transform, he is actually a druid. Understand that. Which our magic shop girl is very confused. What? So you transform into a giant frog. What is your size? Does it say your size? Are you a medium creature?
I do not see where it would say that. Where would it say?
You're considered large beast. So you transform and you push aside a few crates.
Do I see anything?
With your dark vision, you happen to see a rat, a little rat. If you're hungry.
I'm going.
Messed up.
So creepy.
Well, that's what I can
That's
do.
out of character.
That's what I
Is
can
it?
do.
I don't know about your all your characters seem to have an issue with food.
Mm.
1/8 gold, we're just like, well, I got the ghost.
I mean, I'm taking care of a rat problem, so. I mean,
What if you get
since
ill?
I'm
Bubonic
a
plague.
toad. I'm a huge toad.
Black
I'm
Death.
sure
Yeah, you probably have some sort of more
my
resistance
stomach.
to that, yeah.
since I'm supposed to be in the wild, really, if I
Okay.
was a giant toad. So I should be able to be used to. I'm used to it, probably.
Transforming into an animal and eating their preferred prey?
I mean, my body would be used to it.
Your
if
body
I
is
was a
ready?
toad. Okay, I think he can take his turn now.
Yeah.
I would like to have one dancing light out and give it a little bit of a move around, like allow it to move around a bit throughout the storm just to see if it can spot anything suspicious.
So you look around, and other than it being the normally kind of not cluttered, but like misplacing items that you go in Walmart and be like, dude, video game don't involve the turkey. Don't put the video game with the turkey. Stuff like that. Just upstairs. Misplaced items.
He hears.
Maybe the potion that clearly was drunk in the store and not paid for, because that annoys the mess out of me. Does that not annoy you when you walk around the store and it's like, dude, someone's been drinking a can of cola that they cracked open and just left it there?
Like a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Or the weird person that gets the cooked food, eats it in stores, and pays once they're done eating it. Stuff like that.
He hears me knocking over the boxes. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll take a look down there just to see if anything he broke of anything.
Nothing seems to be broken, but
You're surprised.
You're surprised by there's a toad.
I'm Jack Toad.
No, large means bigger than medium. You're a medium creature. This is huge.
Well, this isn't the thing I expected to see tonight.
I just stare at you.
I expected to see something paranormal. But what I'm getting is big and normal.
I will offer. Does anybody want to do a perception check looking in the basement?
I will.
Well, you have your dancing light, but you didn't say it will come with you in the basement.
It will.
Okay, now you're saying it. All right.
What, you're going to snack on him?
No.
Kirby? Let me hide you! Jump into my mouth!
I shall be the pelican from Finding Nemo. I'll protect you from either.
I will toss an expired fruit jar into your mouth.
Oh yeah, you have.
I have one.
expired.
No.
If you would dare do something like that.
Okay,
That
you
would
didn't
get
do
me
it.
sick.
Okay.
Okay, so perception check on me. 20.
Oh.
Natural 20,
A
man.
Crisp 20.
Okay, I was hoping for this.
Oh no.
Very much hoping for this. You begin to hear noise coming from one of the sides of the storefront. Most likely, it's going to be the right side, the bottom of the entrance. You hear it. You hear footsteps on the other side. You notice that there is a secret door leading to the other side. So the second floor of Dry Dock.
Oh.
I'll take a good look at that. I would like to.
You look at it and you can like slide out a panel, push it to the side, and there's like
Is it locked?
a door, not a doorknob, but like a door ring that you can pull open.
Wait. Before anybody's doing anything, is there like a keyhole?
No.
No? Oh snap!
Snuff out my dancing light and let's open this thing.
You pop it open, and I assume you swiftly shut it back behind you, because it is a corridor under Dry Dock. And I'll just throw up this map. You are now on the second floor.
I don't know, did you follow me, Trace?
Well, yeah. I'm gonna follow you as a giant toad.
Now, you don't know everything on there, but that's everything you would know if you just walked around. what the whole catch is the owner of the store did not realize that there are secret doors to the lower level of Dry Dock. Dry Dock's lower level happens to be the poor of the city, lives there. You don't even normally have access it from the first floor. You have to leave the safety of the big drawbridge and go up under the dock.
No, Trace. I think I want you to transfer back and keep an eye on the store while I'm down here.
Okay, I'll become. Well, I'm going to just hang out, turn back to normal, and that's like, can I only transform 2 times a day? Right?
Let me see. Because, yeah, you have to sit there and think, is it worth giving up? Yeah, you only have two forms of shape change a day, I believe, per short rest.
So, yeah, I already rest on that way back from when I was a spider.
Yeah,
so I have my last second one. Well, while I'm in here, I shall start, like, setting up boxes.
Did I not prepare?
I'm lifting up boxes and placing them, like,
in
a where. Okay, this is the door right here. This is what I'm picturing, and I place boxes right here, like making a wall, and I'm gonna hide behind those boxes.
In case something else comes through the side.
The poor side, yeah. And I'll just sit down
and I'll warn
and
you,
rest a little bit until I hear something.
And I'll warn you, keep an ear out for anything like above you.
So this is the basement right here, right?
That is the basement.
Okay,
yes.
I'm going to be just resting behind these boxes.
Yeah.
That are in front of beside the door.
Did I not prepare much for the second floor? I thought I did. Other than the big thing of the second floor. Oh, there is. What? Oh, no, second floor. There is a room called second floor? Yeah. So you're down here, and there is some traffic in that area, but it's mainly people leaving from that end, and you can see it is like a flea market. It is closing up shop for the night.
Do I see any unruly character?
A lot of them look shady. Hoods. You'll notice definitely a lot more non-humans. You might see the occasional tiefling, more elves and dwarves, possibly even a dark elf or two. But through the dark hoods, it's hard to see their black skin. So you know that it is where the unacceptable side of things is. Yeah, it is. I'm assuming you walked over to that point to just look into what is called the Thieves' Court.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
Kind of look around and you see that there is a lot of ramshackled housing, and to your left there seems to be a metal building with a sign that says Water Treatment Services.
Ooh.
Water Treatment Services.
There's a big pipe that goes across the top of Thieves' Court, and that's about all you could perceive from there.
Alright, a little farther, like a little farther out, just to see.
You look out, you see that there is a second tavern, by the way, and there is an Adventurers Guild house. There seems to be like an alleyway between the water treatment, guild house, alleyway, ramshackle houses. There's even like an adventurers board of like papers people have taken out for adventures and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of like Fairy Tale.
Kind of like Fairy Tale, but a whole lot less good looking.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Or whatever that that generic noise is that everyone on YouTube uses?
Hi.
Hi.
That's like a.
Hi, how are you?
I is kind of like a
No,
happy
what's-
thing.
What's the what's the one when it's like every time that a character should have been naked? You go, wow.
Wow.
That. But everyone uses it out of context.
I know what you're talking about.
Wow. It's like you don't even know what that's from. Or do you? But they do it even like when Gray should have it. Because you know, he should have his pants off the whole time too. I'm glad that they put his pants on, but that's the his whole thing is the shonen take off your clothes.
He just had to take off his clothes off and
I think it was structured very well. Why?
Yeah.
Not to make this
his
game about
story.
fair. Yeah, he's an ice mage that is used to the cold, and if it's not cold, he's hot.
I would like to take a look around the flea market area that's closing down. Just
Not much you
Yes,
see
so-
here, people carrying out their rugs and like someone carrying out a grandfather clock. Excuse me, sir. But yeah, you see it, and you see one side is where the bell shaft would drop through. And there's ropes and pulleys and the bells above. And they're closing up for the night. Everything's closed. Sorry. Closes at midnight.
Midnight.
alright. Now
So-
without another word, I'll just head back into the
What the bells
storehouse.
The diving bell.
Oh.
It's a big metal thing that lowers you. It should lower you underwater, but since there's no water, it just lowers you to the
Well.
to the Dead Sea, which is the desert. It is one of the only easily accessible points to go to the lower sea, which you now know out of here.
I'd like to get to where Trace is,
Mhm.
and I'll let him know what I've just seen.
Okay, so yeah, you go ahead and tell Trace. Yeah, man, it's like a whole nother city down here.
And also, why are the boxes arranged this way?
I say, just in case if someone started coming through the door, I was gonna push the boxes on top of them.
I doubt you want to do that with some of these boxes.
Hey,
Probably
they
contain
did
something
not-
fragile.
They did not say that anything that gets broken will be charged against us. Just saying. Just saying. They did not say
Hey,
that.
if you have to explain it, I will give you a +2 to your perception check just for that line.
Just saying. Like.
I
yeah.
broke things already.
They never said that. They just said they wanted the ghost or whatever there was gone. So
Or-
if we get rid of that ghost or whatever, it's going to be dead.
By the way, have you heard any strange sounds while I was gone?
No. No.
Yeah, you want to know.
I don't I have like this thing where I can summon an angel and see or something like that.
Let me see, maybe it's guidance?
Or
Summon an angel.
or like or it could be like on my feet.
You already have invisibility.
Well, I want like just to have a dagger that
You
will
have
just grab-
pass without a trace, which is impossible. Trace. It is impossible. You do not have something that summons an angel.
He does have a divination. Okay.
He has druidcraft, which makes like seeds bloom and plants bloom.
Where could that? I know
You
somewhere
can
on my
instantly light or snuff out a candle.
I
There's
can.
a small candle there. That's kind of useful. You can charm people. You have a healing spell. And you can pass without yourself.
What about like check my paper just in case for like because I know one of them is like I can summon maybe a demon or
Okay, I would not let you summon a demon at my table, sir.
yeah I'm not gonna summon a demon.
Sure. No, you got your V-shaped form, and that's about it.
No.
I don't know if that was a spell you had. Did you have something where you could have Unseen Servant, but I don't think you summon a angelic entity of some sort. I don't think you
I was
did.
going to see if I could summon and ask, do you see any evil present?
I don't think you
nearby?
have. I don't think you have guidance, which I think would be a good item to give you. Is something that gives you like the spell guidance for the
So,
future, because you keep asking stuff like that.
alright, so I'll make my way back up then.
Okay, so you go back up, and I'm assuming you shut the door, because this is like a security issue.
I stack the boxes up against the door. I'm going to.
That might be the best plan.
If they get knocked over, then we'll know because of the loud bang.
Just try not to damage anything.
No, I don't care.
So you wait out the night?
Pretty
I'm
much.
gonna look down the aisles when I went upstairs with him. I'm gonna look down the aisles very carefully. Like press my ear against the back wall as well.
You hear the howling winds of night. That's the back wall. You know, it's the edge of the dock.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna press my back up against the wall, the back wall, and just wait and rest. In fact.
The irony is you take a full rest, which means you get spells back and you get more shapeshift form and you get your HP back to full health.
Yay! I got 30.
You have not got hit yet, Squishy.
Squishy.
Because to be honest, even though you're a druid, you're kind of the tank at the point. So he comes back in the morning and he unlocks it, sees you're alive, and says, "So, was it scary? Was it a banshee? I knew it was a banshee."
I walk
From the
up to
sounds
him
of it.
and say, "There is nothing there, but we did find a secret door leading to the bottoms, down in your basement, like the bad."
He looks at it, and he's like that meme where it's math flying across the face, that clearly knows
Yeah.
it. So, since I always knew that we had a lower town, but this is a door.
Yeah, a door.
Either some people are trying to open that door, probably you were hearing, or otherwise it was a rat that
I
your friend
ate.
here.
I ate. I found out.
You straight up admit, I have eaten your rat problem.
Yes.
He'll look at you and say,
When I was a frog, I say.
he would pat you on the back and he says, "Well, I did admit I'll pay you." And he'll hand you 2 sacks of gold coins, 60 apiece. He says, "But I'm probably going to have to find a good blacksmith to bar the door, and maybe I should go to town hall and explain why there was a door made in my storage room."
Yeah.
It's snowing.
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
Okay. So 60 apiece. So. I would
Yeah, add
have-
your golds.
What was Trace looking at? That invisibility dagger?
Yeah,
was
I
looking
might
for
have
an
enough.
invisibility dagger, but it was like 150 gold coins.
No, I don't have enough.
And what I was looking at was transmutation. Kind
There's
of
a polymorph scroll for 100 gold coins, which is probably a steal.
Alright, so at that point I'm going to head over and see about that polymorph scroll.
How much do you have to have at the point?
102.
Wow. She would be just opening up her shop by the time that you did. She would look over to you and say, "So you're back.
Mm-hmm.
You have a means to make money quicker than I do. I see you click and open the door."
I shall just follow you, by the way. Just follow. Well,
You
I will
said,
be
"Do
wait.
you-"
I will be
She
waiting.
would be like,
out.
"And do you have business here?"
And then I would be like, just walks right,
She
and
would
waiting outside.
smile and
I'll just
walk.
wait outside.
She would put the scroll down, say, here you go.
There we are, gold.
Exchange it. Hooray. I gotta find where on earth, is there a price for writing it down into the book? Because you got the scroll, but there's
There's a way to make it into a spell.
there's a way to permanently write it into your spell book.
I just.
How much experience would that cost?
The funny thing is, I think they got rid of the sense of spending experience, because we listened to Tales from my D&D campaign. I think they got rid of that ability in a gold coin value. And it was they had a whole list, and maybe the time you had to set aside for it. Fortunately, I have to go look for that. Or I'll Google it. Maybe someone has it on like Reddit.
While you're doing that, I shall sit down and paint the face.
Good use of time.
I will paint just a normal sheep's face on it.
For like your best hero ability?
Yes.
What's a sheep?
Do you want to roll for it?
The detailed
Is it going to be
20?
going
20?
merry quality of a sheep's face, or is it going to be ragdoll?
Okay. 20 sided die, you think?
Yeah.
It was between the wood. Oh, 5. Fantastic.
And I think it should
drawn
also
cupcake.
tap on his intelligence too, because
Intelligence.
he should really know.
It's 11.
Your intelligence is 11. Your modifier, which would be then 0, because it was 11.
Yeah, so his modifier is 0 for that roll, so yeah, just.
You
5.
might be mad, but somewhere out there is a child spirit happy because it's just the way he would have made it. Just like, oh, yeah. So your art is like the quality
Of a child.
5-year-old.
Yeah. I can do a.
Do you feel any different? That's what I'm gonna say.
I feel myself. I feel like I got older.
You feel. No, I'd say you feel young.
No.
You
I
feel
feel like
younger
I
messing with
wasted
a
some
toy.
time. That's what I'm saying.
You feel like you killed time. That's
Yeah.
about it.
That's about it.
Okay, you did that, and you think, hey,
I think. I can think. Oh my goodness.
you think it's that way, but. Okay. Look at you. You feel something in you. You feel like a joy in this, a growth. That's what your character feels.
Mhm.
Mr. Shambles is happy that he's like completed this. It's almost like the child left it for me to complete this
Satisfying.
part. Satisfying. Trace, the player, realizes this is a magic item
Mhm.
that gives you +1 to any one of your 6 major stats of your choice.
Plus
And
one. Oh my goodness.
the further you go on your personal quest, the more that stat boost can go.
Oh. Okay. I shall place it on intelligence.
Really need intelligence as a druid?
Fine.
If you do that, you'll get a +1 in your intelligence score, but
It'll boost slowly by slowly.
yeah.
I'm telling you, intelligence could really help.
I'm not for sure if it helps for a druid, though. I forget what you need for your druid stuff.
I mean, I'm talking about intelligence to people.
Oh, you're, like, we're going to use it to help you persuade people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already have my charm. I already have my charm.
Let's just write, it's a 12, and it boosts it to a +1, because that's what 12 does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say, you don't have to keep boosting the same stat.
Oh, it can go.
You can do, like, I choose one here, one there, one there. The further you go in your personal quest being, what was it, to have
Make a
people
church.
make a church and accept
Orcs. Yeah.
which is a tall deal in the setting.
Because we're building a town.
Now, Nicholas,
I'm
I
getting
just read the
stuck.
stats of being able to write it into your spell book.
Is it okay if I get some?
Yes, it's in the closet in the front.
Can you
corner.
get me one as well first?
I think I have a root beer and Dr. Pepper somewhere in there.
Get me a root beer.
Now what I'm seeing is you must succeed in an intelligence arcane check.
Succeed in an intelligence arcane.
So
check.
you need to give me a arcane check.
Alright. So
And then you can.
does it go on intelligence? Or is it like affected by dexterity, constitution, intelligence or something?
It would be affected by intelligence, but it's one of your stats.
I have a 6 in Arcana, naturally.
But I also got to find, which I'm
Root beer.
dumb. I got to find, yes, +6 will help. That's another master's guide. The spell level, because I don't even know the spell level of polymorph. I'm not big of a noob on that, because that could affect things drastically.
Jurassic Park? Dun, dun, dun.
Where are you? Your polymorph? Polymorph should be in the back of the book because it's alphabetized. Alphabetized. So many S-based spells. Oh no.
This is commercialized.
Polymorph.
Commercialized.
Sponsored
for,
by what?
A&W. And United Dairy Farmers.
No, they don't deserve it.
They don't.
Not yet. Not
They don't deserve it yet.
Bad news. Polymorph is considered a level 4 spell. I say, because a rule of cool, let's make it level 3. So, you roll the dice, and you need to roll, like, 13 or above. Plus, with your 16, which means...
Plus a 6, yes.
6. So, you have decent odds.
Let's do it.
But it does burn up the spell. So, if you fail, you just spent 100 gold coins on a nice party trick,
Party trick.
but you do have +6, so
You might want to wait, I would
you
say,
need
for a party.
like
Wait for a birthday party? Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, like, why
To
not?
burn my spell?
So I'm not trying to creep you out, but
I'll go a little bit this way. Maybe out of sight of where the magic missile is.
please don't realize I've screwed up.
The woman is probably going to
She'll
be like,
vicious mockery you to death.
I'm going to be like, I'm going to just follow you just a little bit to that.
Okay.
Alright.
No,
This is it.
13.
3!
Oh no, it's a 9.
Well,
Close to 10.
Let's say it's so low I'm gonna be a good. It's so low. You think about doing it. You didn't go through with it. Let's just say you can't attempt to burn it into your book again, but you could use the spell as a normal spell. I don't want to completely
Destroy it.
yeah, especially because that's essentially what you work for with your weird side quest. So it's lost its ability to be burnt into the book, but you could use polymorph. Like a spell. It's just a one-use spell.
Okay.
I don't want. Felt the pain.
What I would like to do is talk to you about. Do you want to try to head out of town and see if you want to check out that one farm that's being attacked by the winged
Oh,
monster?
by all means, let's check out the winged creature.
Yeah. So we're heading over there. Not again.
I'm just throwing stuff
Why?
everywhere.
Oh no.
One creamy thing snack cake for every email sent or received. Who is that? That's some King of Town crap.
That
ain't it?
is King of Town from the episode 2 of the Cool Game for Attractive People. He starts making a tax on freaking emails.
Oh, no wonder that's a problem.
Yeah.
And then Strongbad starts up the idea of starting his own nation to go against...
Strong Vatican?
Yeah, to go against the King of Town, but then unintentionally everyone has left to start their own nations and you have to conquer them to reach the King of Town.
Oh, yeah.
I actually, before we go, I would like to stop by the stables, actually, now I think of it.
Okay, you stop by the stable.
And I want to ask around to some of the travelers that are maybe getting ready to leave and see if we can tag along for a little bit. Are you okay with tagging along so we can have a ride over?
After what I've seen down below, I don't know if we can trust everyone to come across.
I mean,
think if we
we're
go
not talking about the dumps
foot.
over here. We're talking about the stables here.
It doesn't mean those people can't come up here. And I'd say we're better off on foot at this point.
Wow, there's some prejudice here.
What? Snap.
Okay, so you're going to check in the stables.
I'm going to just check.
You look there, you see a man in green robes, ready to head out.
I ask if you're so happily going in that direction.
Like the particular direction
Mhm.
I thought.
He would say yes, but we're heading north to Verdengard. But we do pass by.
You pass by.
I don't think we
It's
should
just-
trouble them, though. Like, if we end up accidentally attracting trouble, that would be a problem. And
Sorry. Well,
I don't want to burden them unless...
he isn't paying much attention, but I say, are you a new student going to the school?
I actually say, no, not at all. I'm actually just here checking out this problem I heard that's going to be at this one farm about a winged creature.
Winged creature, huh? Well, we could give you a ride there.
Are you sure? Or...
Well, since it was kind of a bust, I might as well do something with my time here. No one seems to have the gumption to go and
Do you? Or
go
do
to
you?
Verdengard. You want to take the reviews?
I mean, he seems like you kind of got it.
It says it's a one-way trip, though. Like, I can't take you back.
We'll make the trip on foot back, then.
Yeah.
So he will go ahead and get you guys in there, and you will travel to
The cow. Where's the cow?
Local farm with a map, which always means good things are going to happen, right?
It's a mystery. We don't know anything.